Was anybody else's Duke Energy bill astronomically high this month? Mine was $400. What the hell?
What the hell is going on with Alabama Power? Cause this is some bull. My bill has went up around 60% compared to what it used to be.
So I just got my power bill, and it's almost $600. At the same time that I got it, I noticed a bunch of other people in my area are also posting about how their bills are between $600 and $1,600 for this last month. So if you're in the Puget Sound and you're on PSE, that's Puget Sound Energy, I'm just curious, what was your power bill like this month? And were you really using any abnormal power? I looked at my power usage from a year ago, and we are exactly the same. Last February, we used the exact same amount of power and paid almost $200 less. And our power bill is still high compared to everyone else that I know, even last year. So what's going on? Why is our power going through the roof to the point where it's unaffordable? And we already live in a really unaffordable area. I don't understand why the PSE power bill is going through the roof. At what point do we just say, shut it off, let's go back to the Stone Age? I'm out here cutting firewood because I'm turning my heater off. We only had our heater set to about 65, which is most people's, we're gonna leave the house temperature. That's our live-in temperature. And our power bill is insane. I just don't get it. If you own a house in Pierce County and you're on PSE, and you wanna sell it, give me a call. I'm getting ready. Like this is this is ridiculous.
The cost of electricity in New Jersey and probably other parts of the United States is absolutely insane, and it's all because of AI data centers. It is estimated that since June, electricity costs have gone up 21%. This last month, I tried really hard to unplug everything that wasn't in use. I reduced the amount of times I used electric appliances. I didn't make a dent. Like, I looked at my electric bill 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It is nearly double. It's insane because I feel like there's nothing that I can do, and all this money is being taken. They don't want you to succeed. No matter how many people protest against AI data centers, no matter how many people go to town hall meetings, no matter how many people say we don't want this, they don't care, because they care more about their profit because they're greedy. Greed is evil, and greed will be the end of a lot of things in this beautiful life that we live.
I called Alabama Power yesterday and asked them to cut off my budget billing. And they told me that if I cut my budget billing off, it would cost me $715 to cut off my budget billing. So then I started asking questions like, well, since my power bill used to be $280 a month and now it's $480, what's the reasoning behind that? Like how much power am I using actually at the end of the month? And the lady told me that last month and the month before last, I used $280 worth of power, but because I'm on budget billing, it cost me $480. And like I said, it cost me $715 to cancel it if I wanted to cancel it. And so then I asked, well, how much, in order for me to be on budget billing, why is it $480 a month if I'm using $280 worth of power? And she said in the peak months, I was using about $480 to $500 worth of power in the peak months, like July, August, and obviously January, February. It's gotten out of hand. Not to mention, the taxes on everything, the fact that we're paying taxes on the profits that they're making off of us is just insane. I didn't come off budget billing because I'm not going to pay $715 to come off budget billing, but they did say that next month it would be lower than $715. If I wanted to come off budget billing, it would cost me around $600 to come off budget billing. So I'm likely going to do that because every month after that, my power bill should go back down to around $280 to $300 a month. And that's still high, but I do have a large home. So I understand I do use more power than probably the typical, citizen.
Hey, we live in central Illinois. Our electric rates just went up 50%. My nephew has a ranch home that's probably 1,200 square feet, and his bill went from $260 to $560 in the last month. No difference in usage. The company just increased their rates 50%.
Yeah, everybody on my TikTok is flabbergasted because Georgia Power, what y'all really got going on? Can't nobody pay for this. Even if we can't afford it. You think I'm finna give you $400? For what though? Like, for what? Literally for what? My Georgia Power bill is $410 and they expect me to pay that shit today or it's gonna get cut off. But they say light that candle up, baby. Cause I'm not. I know, like, that's not right. I don't give a if I did run it. That's not right. That's not right.
My electric bill is $314.89. See, if you don't believe me, $314.89. That's crazy. Is anybody else's electric bill that high? This is the highest one we've had this year. And I remember in the summers when it used to be $150 and I thought that was crazy high. Now it's $314. Why? Why is it so expensive? We do live in Kentucky, so it does get really, really hot here. But like I said, our bills have never been over $300 like they are now. We leave our air conditioning on 73 pretty much 24/7. So I don't think that's super, super low or anything. We don't have like a pool or a hot tub, although I would love a hot tub. We don't have anything like that we run. We just have a regular house. It is 2 stories, so we do have 2 units, air conditioning units. But you know, our house is only 2,400 square feet about. $314.89. To me, that is way too expensive.
We just got back our gas and electricity bill for this month and it was $810. Everyone in my area has been saying that their bill has been really expensive this month. The gas and electric company that basically owns the area has been posting like through the news to expect higher bills. Our bill was $810 this month. Last month it was $206. How can they possibly get away with this? I mean, like, everybody in the area is talking about protesting, shutting off their heat, but I have 3 kids. I have 2 nonverbal autistic children that we have to send to therapy for that costs us $10,000 a year. And now I'm like, can we even send them to therapy if we have to pay over $800 a month just to have heat and electric in our home? For reference, we live in a 1,250 square foot ranch brick home, so our home is not even that big. I just want to know how they can get away with this. They are price gouging the American people. There's no repercussions. Something has to change.
I just had a single mom send me her power bill so far. She can check it daily. She leaves to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. She gets home at 9 o'clock at night. Again, she's a single mom. She does work a lot of hours. She picks her child up from her parents' house. She gets home around 9. Everything is cut off when she walks out the door. She said the only thing she does is she has her refrigerator running, of course, and her heat she keeps on 65 every day. She never touches it. She is using $48 worth of power a day. That's what it reads for her. She can check it. $48. At this point, she says, when her bill comes next month, she will have to choose pay that power bill and keep her lights on with Alabama Power, or feed her child and groceries, necessities, and figure out how she's going to pay all of her rent. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't have to try to figure out how we're going to live just because of greedy people like Alabama Power. Something has to be done.
We're at my mom's house. We're shooting video in New Jersey and New York, and she's showing me and Colton her gas bill. And she has a 3-bedroom little ranch, just like these ones across the road. Her gas bill in New Jersey was $400. Last year it was $200. How cold is it?
It's freezing.
And why people are homeless. $400 for a fixed income mother.
So can someone please explain to me why everyone's electric bills are skyrocketing? I understand the heat and the pull of everything. I have literally I'm turning my breaker off to my oven my microwave, my washer, my dryer. If it's not in use, the breakers are going off. We've unplugged almost everything from every outlet. We are not running any night lights at all at night, except the security light out on the telephone pole. My bill that is due by, I believe, the 10th was $1,013. We even had our electric off for a few days because we were getting all new ductwork in our house with and ran all new lines from the trunk line to each register and vent. So the power was off for those few days last month. Plus, we had some higher temperatures, and I still ended up with a bill. 1 month bill. 1 month. No past due anything. $1,013. This is absurd. It's very stressful. I'm going to need a GoFundMe just to afford my electric bill. I have luckily been in such good graces with my truck payment and my husband's truck payments that they did a forgiveness of let me put one payment of each to the end of the loans. My truck is $640, my husband's is $330. And with that being said, pulling all that money to pay this month's bill that is due by the 10th. Is anybody else having these issues? Like, what the heck? I had a buddy at work, and he said his electric bill was $300. They about had a heart attack. Try $1,000. This is not fair. What the heck is going on? Last year in January, we used more wattage, 5,400 wattage, and our bill was only $656. This year we used 5,200, $1,013. The math isn't mathing, and I don't give a crap what my supplier is because I shop for the lowest supplier, but this time Constellation was 10 cents, where last year it was 5 cents. Like, and it does add up. Who would think these little cents would cost so much? So explain to me why the supplier was $500 and the delivery itself, shouldn't it all be just one? Delivery was like $400 or something. Shouldn't it just be one, not just have a delivery and a service? I'm sorry, this is a massive ripoff in Ohio. I think there needs to be a huge class action lawsuit, because how can everybody else afford this? Luckily, my husband and I are making decent money. We have big bills. Affording these bills, I don't know what to do. This is absurd. Anybody got any advice other than turning Amish?
Come with me to get ready to leave the house to go to work thanks to Dominion Energy. Let me show you what I do every single day I leave the home for the last month. Welcome to my meter box. We're going to switch off the bedroom, the washer, the kitchen counter, the dryer. We leave the outside unit on. We're going to even turn off the water heater. We're going to turn off the middle bedroom, the bathroom, the living room. Refrigerator stays on, the range stays on, the heat stays on. Everything else is off. But wait, there's more. We're going to come over here to this beautiful little electric panel. All right, as you can see, set to 68. We're going to move this all the way down to 60. It's down to 60. And now I'm going to go ahead and put on my coat and go to work.
Oh, you're going to get your electric bills. Oh, yeah. And one thing you're going to see is that the electric is much, much higher, that your bills are exploding right in front of you. This month, next month, the month after that, yeah, the bills are just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. But don't worry. Don't worry. Your utilities companies, they want it to go even higher. Yeah, they want $31 billion more from you. Yeah, it's not enough to double your bill. They're looking to triple and quadruple your bill. Because guess what? You have to pay it. Otherwise, they're going to shut it off. So yeah, the millions of people right now across the country that are behind on their electric bills, don't worry. It's about to get a lot worse.
Okay, I made a video about this a few months ago about how insane the electric prices in New Jersey have gotten, and it has somehow gotten worse since that. We just got our bill for December 5th through January 6th. We live in a 1,200 square foot house. We don't use a ton of electricity. I mean, we use gas now because it's been cold, but we keep our house at 68 degrees every single day. So we're not pumping the gas. I am like diligent about the lights being off unless we are in the room. And if it's daytime, the lights are off. Let me just show you what our bill is. This is disgusting. I don't know if they're trying to price people out of the state or what's happening, but here we go. $742.50. Just tack that 50 cents on there just for good measure. $742 to keep your lights on and heat your house.
If you're going to charge me $430 for electric, at least be able to explain to me why when I call. Because, like, I will go look at my meter readings myself, because $430 for an electric bill is wild. Like, when I call and ask you to explain it to me and you can't give me a then something needs to come off this bill. Because there's no way that my electric bill for myself and a small child that we're not even ever home is $430. Like $150 at most, $200, maybe $220, but $430. Like, you have some explaining to do, and if you can't explain it, I need some charges off this bill dropped. So like PSE&G, you better get your shit together and count your days, because what is that? Like, why am I seeing that everyone's bill's going up by hundreds of dollars? And then you don't have a reason and an explanation why. If you're going to do something like that, when people call and they're pissed off, you better have a good reason. Because if you don't, then I want money credited to my next year bill. Because, like, absolutely not. $430 is an absolute no for me.
How many of y'all got an $820 energy bill? I'm in South Haven, Mississippi, and I just went and opened up my bill today. Yeah, today I opened it up, and I don't know what company provides y'all energy, but energy provides it for me here in South Haven, Mississippi. For the past few months, it's gone up significantly. I'm talking like $600 a month, now $820 a month. Now look, I once had 6 people living here, okay? 6 with all my kids. My energy bill was at the most $300 a month. Okay, now how is it that it's me, my husband, and 1 kid, and our energy bill is $820 a month? And what am I supposed to do about it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, there's only one company that we can use. This is ridiculous, and I need to know who else over here got a big bill, because I am sick and tired of it. I mean, like, that's a freaking house note. It is a freaking house note, and I just don't get it. I mean, like, something needs to be done. These big companies out here are just taking advantage of people and just stealing our money. Now I'm fed up. What can I do? Somebody help me out, because I need to fix this.
Our electric bill for last month is $350. We used 40 more kilowatts or whatever it is than last month, and it is up over $40 than it was the previous month. Like, it is ridiculous. It is just 2 of us, and we don't ever have lights on, nothing. Like, it is nuts. How is it $350? Which brings me to my second point. Like, what are we gonna do during this severe winter storm, or whatever it's being called? Like, is my electric bill going to be $5,000 next month? I am truly nervous. I am hanging blankets over everything. Nobody's opening the door. Everything's staying off. Like, what do we do? What do you do to preserve your energy?